February is Black History Month, and throughout the month we'll be taking a look at Black history with members of our local community. This morning we welcome Reverend Vincent Dial to Daytime Tri-Cities. Reverend Dial, this is such a big subject. We have a month that we set aside to celebrate it, but we would need even more than that to really even scratch the surface.
Yeah, Chris, I think in its inception what Dr. Carter G. Woodson had in mind was just to bring to the forefront the contributions of the many of our many African American citizens who have contributed to America's history. I say sometimes I'm a little bit taken aback because we wouldn't dare try to teach American history in the course of 28 days and then pack it away until the next February. So I think we're now on this new horizon, how we can better incorporate it because of the timbre of our society today, what's going on in American culture and American politics. We are part of, and to some degree, lack of a better term, an angry nation that is basically, there's some division that is beginning to happen, a lot of divisions. And so to keep dividing out, you know, February is Black History Month. I mean, I still appreciate what Dr. Woodson did,
right,
but I think there's more for a greater incorporation of the history of people of color and the contributions they made to the building of this great nation.
With everything that's going on in the nation right now, do you see people wanting to get back in touch with the history of Black culture, Black history? Are they trying to go back to learn from the past so the same mistakes are not made in the future?
I think, Chris, there's a lot of disillusionment. People are disillusioned, and some are angry but don't know why they're angry. And I think this is a time for our schools, from our very elementary schools, middle, high schools, higher learning institutions, to go back and really start teaching the history of this great country and show where it did have its fallacies. There were faults and there were issues that basically got looked over and were not addressed when they should have been addressed. And I think some of the anger and some of the vision we have today is based on the fact that we kept ourselves historically ignorant to things that we should have known about and we should have stressed, and we should have been really encouraging people to come to know the true history of America and that we can be the people that we should be.
As a reverend, you're in the pulpit. Do you find yourself taking Black history to that pulpit and trying to teach?
Well, yes and no, because I remember what Jesus said. Jesus said, "A kingdom divided against itself will surely fall, and a house divided against itself will fall." And I do encourage, you know, we have people there in the ministries, our education ministry, who do bring it to the forefront. We have bulletin boards to talk about, but that's year round. And I guess that's the thing I would be an advocate for, is year round talking about the historical events that took place in this great nation. That is just not 28 days, or if it's a leap year, 29 days.
For you personally, when Black History Month comes around, what does it mean to you personally?
Personally, well, I reflect back on the times that I grew up under Jim Crowism in the South, growing up in the Deep South. It's a time for reflection, but it's also a time to look to this very present day and what's beyond it. I think we have to unleash African American history to a broader stage now than where it is, because this 28-day stage that it's on and then we pack it away, it's almost like commercial Christmas, you know, start in October, pack it away in December the 26th. So, you know, and we have to think about, will we dare teach American history in the course of 28 days and then put it away to whatever else is next?
All right. Reverend Vincent Dial, thank you for
Thank
stopping
you,
by today. Hopefully we'll have you back later on in the month as well, and we'll talk some more.
Thank you, Chris.
All right.